The suspect attacking multiple people throughout the neighborhood, including a postal worker, before being apprehended by a sheriff's deputy. Authorities now trying to make sense of this horrific crime.
Y'all gonna ban knives now? This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Make sure you get one of these Christ is King shirts. Like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, breaking news out of Rockford, Illinois, where there were 4 people killed. I think it could be more at this point, but as the last update I got was 4 people killed, 9 people were attacked in total with a knife. Now, this started as a home invasion, so I don't know what the circumstances were. They don't really understand the motive at this point, but the suspect is in custody. Obviously, if you look at the pictures, you know what the suspect, I am gonna leave that right there. However, what I will say is that this is a horrible situation that had occurred. Anybody that dies at the hands of another person, seemingly pointless, it was senseless. It is a shame and it's saddening to me. However, I really want to see how the media cover this, because it's not a white man and it's not an AR-15. It's a person with a knife.
Tonight, at least 4 people are dead and 5 others injured after a man went on a stabbing spree in and around Rockford, Illinois, west of Chicago. Rockford police saying the first calls came in around 1:15 p.m. The suspect first confronting a woman in her home.
The young lady ran from him. She got some stab wounds in her hands and her face. She's currently at a hospital and she is intubated. She is in serious condition.
The suspect attacking multiple people throughout the neighborhood, including a postal worker, before being apprehended by a sheriff's deputy. Authorities now trying to make sense of this horrific crime.
Words can't even express my thoughts right now.
And David, authorities say a Good Samaritan who was trying to fend off that suspect was also injured. Investigators now working to determine a motive in all of this.
Are they going to start banning knives? That's all I want to know. Are y'all going to start banning knives? Are you going to hold the knife accountable? Because they want to take away a whole group of people's rights to keep and bear arms, to fight off or fend off a tyrannical government. But then a person does a knifing, which is 4 people. That's more than many of these massive you-know-whats that have occurred with AR-15s. Going into the mall, homeboy was thwarted by a person with a gun, killed less people than that. We can go down the list. All these it was a mass situation. 2, 3, 4 people, 5 people, 3 people. It's 4 people on this one. Homeboy had a knife. He probably would have done more damage. I don't know if he decided he wanted to run instead of fighting people or what. But it's really a sad situation. But I wanted to just throw it out there, breaking news. I wanted to throw it out there, put it in perspective, because a lot of people are talking about it, and the news is not going to carry it like it should, and people are going to, turn a blind eye to the threat of sharp objects. If you look at the facts, and I'm going to shut the front door. If you look at the facts, more people lose their lives from sharp objects and knives than they do from AR-15s. Fact. Somebody, anywhere, prove me wrong. You prove me wrong, I'll give you $100. If you look at the stats, it's handguns, it's sharp objects, it's hands and feet, meaning people get beat to death, and then it's AR-15s. And they want to ban AR-15s. They jumping over hands and feet. First of all, it's already a law in place to prevent all this stuff anyway. So banning ain't gonna do nothing. People ain't gonna follow the law anyway. But hands and feet, sharp objects, and handguns. The number 1 is handgun, and they haven't even mentioned banning handguns yet. Because you know what their ultimate goal is? I want us to be very clear on this. The ultimate goal is to do AR-15s, because it's the big bad scary boogeyman, and then they're going to reveal the real stats to you, because most people are not privy to the stats. They're going to reveal to you that it's actually handguns that are doing most of the killing. And just like in Canada, they're going to come to America and say we need to ban all handguns. They already got it through with the rifles, which made the situation easier. They already broke down the front door, and now they flood in the house and getting your handguns. And before you know it, tyranny will be afoot. Socialism will be activated. Communist America, with Xi Jinping them in conjunction with the Bidens, will end up taking over America. I bet you my life that if we don't stand up against this stuff, this is what's going to happen. And everybody's going to be gay and crazy, and nobody's going to know what a gender is. And we're going to be a confused nation. We will fall psychologically to superior nations like China and others who aren't falling for the stupidity. This is how Rome fell. This is how any major empire fell. It started with the hatred and lack of God. It started with the sexuality, over-sexuality of women and prostitution of women and this whole feminist movement where women is in the workforce and all this other stuff. And then it went to the confusion of gender. People don't know gender roles. People are just fornicating and confused, and mental illness is now acceptable, and acceptable stuff and reasonable stuff is now considered a mental illness. When we get swashed up like that, it's over. But I believe God is going to give us one more chance with this election. And if we move in the right direction as a country, I think we'll be blessed. See you on the next one. I'm out.